Today we're jumping into Sherlock. This is season 3, episode 1. Ooh, I like that. We are finally doing Sherlock. I know it's been how many months? Probably 2 months. We have one more season to go, guys, and then we're gonna be done with this. Andres, why does it take you so long to do Sherlock? Sherlock is equivalent to a movie. Generally, when I have to do Sherlock, it's an hour and a half. Majority of my movies I do on Sundays are equivalent to the same. So doing this, it's a whole process on the editing for me, but I do enjoy the show. So it's not the show, it's more just me having to spend an hour and a half and filming and editing. You know, I just shout out once again to all the content creators that are creating content. It is not an easy thing to do, but we do it because we love it and we love you. This is going to be available for a full reaction for my entire platform since this is the beginning of a new season and the first episode. So over here on the YouTube platform, every single tier will be able to see this in full reaction, as well as my other platform, Patreons. Guys, if you would like, please sign up to one of those platforms and help support the channel today. Now, I'm a reactor. It's time to react to things. With that being said, let's jump into Sherlock and find out exactly what Sherlock has got to give. Oh,
it's a trick. Just a magic trick. Keep your eyes fixed on me.
what?
Phone calls. It's my note. Leave a note when? Goodbye, John. No. Don't.
John, look at me, and sleep.
That's because my voice just there in the center of your head, and you will awaken in 3, 2, 1.
Let me come to the police. These are my friends. Bollocks!
No, it's obvious. That's how he did it.
Definitely him. Molly Hooper laid him out.
No, she's lying. It was Jim Moriarty's body with a mask on.
2 years and the theories keep getting more stupid. How many more you got for me today? You pushed us all into thinking that Sherlock was a fraud, you and Donovan. You did this and it killed him and he's staying dead.
Believe in Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, well that won't bring him back.
Holmes was vindicated and cleared of all suspicion. Asked as to why police let matters get so far.
Sherlock.
And may God rest his soul.
Hello, Dr. Watson.
Ima razloga zašto si provalio ovdje. Sjeća se Spavko, a? Rekao da sam služio u mornarici, gdje sam imao nesrećnu ljubavnu vezu. Moja žena spava sa komšijom, grobar. I tako odem kući sad, uhvatiš ih zajedno. Zna se.
Sad smo samo te, da. There's an underground terrorist network active in London, and a massive attack is imminent. The holiday is over. Brother dear, Sherlock Holmes.
Dr. Watson.
Ready for the guy?
No. Me?
That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever done.
You invaded Afghanistan.
You have been busy, haven't you? Got yourself in deep there with Baron Moriarty. More thank you wouldn't go amiss.
What for?
Sat there and watched me being beaten to a pulp.
I got you out.
No, I got me out.
Do you have any idea what it was like, Sherlock, going undercover?
No, you spoke Serbian.
I didn't. Took me a couple of hours.
You're slipping.
To get a little thing like that,
Yes.
you get lots of little things. it seems. Not sure about that. Ages you.
Just trying it out.
Well, it ages you. One phone call, John. Just one phone call would have done.
I know.
I understand how difficult it was for you after.
I just let it slide, Mrs. Hudson. I let it all slide. Ronaldo to pick up the phone somehow.
I need you to give this matter your full attention, Sherlock. Is that quite clear?
What do you think of this shirt?
Sherlock.
One of our men died getting this information. Going to be a terrorist strike on London. A big one.
And what about John Watson?
I've kept a weather eye on him, of course. We haven't been in touch at all to prepare him.
He's ancient. I can't be seen wandering around with an old man.
You never let me dusting.
No. I've got some news.
Oh, God. Is it serious?
I've met someone. Oh! Married. Well, I'm going to ask anyway.
So soon after Sherlock. What's his name?
It's a woman.
A woman?
Yes, of course it's a woman.
You really have moved on, haven't you?
Mrs. Hudson, how many times?
I think I'll surprise John.
Baker Street. He isn't there anymore. Got on with his life.
What life? I've been away.
A few bottles of the 2000 Santa Million, though I prefer the 2001.
Where is it?
There's what?
You know what? Your wife just texted you possibly her contractions have started.
Sir, I'm so sorry. Please, let me just go to the kitchen and dry that off for you.
That's allow me to take it for you. This menu, it's completely identical.
I'm looking for a bottle of champagne. A good one.
You mind if I say, like a face from the past?
Great. I'll have that one, please. Well, surprise me.
Certainly endeavouring to, sir.
Okay, right. We know her.
Sorry that took so long.
No, I don't think we know her.
Now then, what did you want to ask me?
I know it hasn't been long. I mean, I know we haven't known each other for a long time. Yeah, meeting you has been the best thing that could have possibly happened.
I agree.
What?
I agree, I'm the best thing that could have happened to you.
You'll have me, Mary. Could you see your way,
I think you find this vintage exception if you're like in the social qualities of the org. There's a galore of them old friends.
Now, look, seriously, could you just...
John, what is it?
Didn't mean springing on you like that, I know. Could have given you a heart attack, probably still will.
Oh my God.
Not quite.
You died, you jumped off a roof.
No. Is yours rub off too?
Oh my God, oh my God.
Probably owe you some sort of an apology.
John, just keep...
2 years. I thought you were dead. How could you do that?
Just let me ask one question. You really going to keep that? Van filled with washing bags. Impossible. The angle was too steep.
I don't care how you faked it, Sherlock. I want to know why.
That's a little more difficult to explain.
I've got all night.
It was mostly Mycroft's idea.
Oh, so it's your brother's plan?
The next of the 13 possibilities.
Who else? Who else knew?
Molly.
Molly?
John.
Molly Hooper and some of my homeless network, and that's all.
So just your brother, Molly Hooper, and 100 tramps?
No! 25 emerged. Seriously, it's not a joke. You're really keeping this.
Mary likes it.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
She doesn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know how to tell you.
No, this is charming. I've really missed this.
We've been in contact so many times, but...
Why am I the only one who thinks that this is wrong? The only one reacting like a human being?
No, John, I don't want everyone knowing I'm still alive.
Oh, so it's still a secret, is it?
Yes, it's still a secret. London is in danger, John. There's an imminent terrorist attack, and I need your help. It's just the two of us against the rest of the world.
Gosh, you don't know anything about human nature, do you?
Nature? No. Human? No.
Believe his nerve.
I like him.
Those things will kill you. You've been letting things slide, Graham.
Greg.
Greg.
Oh, we took off to her. I love her.
The government feels duty
Keep your eyes fixed on me. What? What's happening?
It's my note.
That's what people do, don't they?
What? Are you out of your mind?
I founded the empty hearse so like-minded people could meet
discuss theories.
Oh my God. Furtive, he reminded me of a trained bloodhound picking out a scent.
You up? Come on, that's...
Ancient history, yes, I know, but it's not though, is it? Because he's... What are you doing?
You hate it.
Sherlock hates it.
Apparently everyone hates it.
Ooh. 6 months of bristly kisses for me and then his nibs turns up.
I don't shave for Sherlock Holmes.
London. It's like a great cesspool into which all kinds of criminals are irresistibly drained. This man cancels his papers. I need to know. If this woman leaves London without putting her dog into kennels, I need to know. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
Very interesting, Sherlock. But the terror alert has been raised to critical.
Secret terrorist organizations planning an attack. That's what secret terrorist organizations do.
None of these markers of yours is behaving in any way suspiciously. From the Prime Minister, my personal assurance you're on the case.
I'm on the case. We're both on the case. Look at us right now. You're smart, Sherlock. I'm the smart one.
I am the smart one.
I used to think I was an idiot.
Thinking of?
Probably something about trying to make friends.
Oh, yes. You seem slow to me, Sherlock. Can you imagine what real people are like?
Oh, I don't know. I thought perhaps you might have found yourself a goldfish.
Change the subject. Now.
I just can't believe it. Him sitting in his chair again. He's secretly pleased to see you underneath all that.
Sorry, which of us?
Both of you.
Left this while I was out. What do you reckon?
Nothing irresistible in the hat of a well-travelled, anxious, sentimental, unfit creature of habit with appalling halitosis. He's recently had his hair cut. You can see the little hairs adhering to the perspiration stains on the inside. Hat has been repaired 5
times, very neatly. The cost of the repairs exceeds the cost of the hat, so he's mawkishly attached to it, but it's more than that.
The earlier patches are extensively sun-bleached, so he's worn it abroad, in Peru.
Peru?
This is a chulo.
In a blog on the varying tensile strengths of different natural fibers.
Sure, there's a crying need for that.
Of the offending bubble tells us everything we need to know about the state of his breath.
Brilliant. Just doesn't mind being different. Doesn't necessarily have to be isolated.
Why would anyone mind?
Yes. Back to work, if you don't mind.
Mr. Summerson.
What?
Undescended testicle.
What?
Sherlock? Talk to John.
You wanted to see me?
Would you like to solve
dinner.
crimes?
Should I be making notes?
If it makes you feel better.
And it's just that that's what John says he does, so if I'm being John...
You're not being John, you're being yourself. Why didn't you assume it was your wife?
Because I've always had total faith in her.
No, it's because you emptied it.
It's Blake. Piles.
And your pen pal's emails just stopped, did they? You really thought he was the one, didn't you? The love of your life. Father posing as online boyfriend. Mr. Windybank, you have been a complete and utter
piss pot.
Yeah. You looked after me, man and boy. Holy war.
Oh.
Sounds a bit dry, I know.
Have you come to torment me?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking? What do you think I'm going to be fooled by this blood?
Not even a good disguise, Sherlock. Where'd you get it from? A bloody joke shop?
Oh my God. I am so sorry.
This one's got us all baffled.
I don't doubt it.
Onto something, aren't you?
Maybe.
Show off.
Shut up, John.
Late for Kath, I'll see you later.
This gonna be your new arrangement, is it?
Just giving it a go.
Sir John?
Not really in the picture anymore.
You're 40 to 50. Oh, sorry, did you want to...
No, please be my guest.
Doesn't make sense.
What? It doesn't.
Dad said no, so it can't be any more than 6 months old.
Oh, I did it by Jack the Ripper.
It's impossible.
Welcome to my world. The corpse is 6 months old. Case facing southeast, judging from the fading of the fabric.
The whole thing was a fake.
Yes.
Looks so promising.
That's out. What's this all about, Mr. Shilcott?
Like trains.
Yes.
I work on the tube on the district line. Just whizzing through, and I found something a bit bizarre. They're cars, not carriages. It's a legacy of the early American involvement in the tube system. He gets into the last car at Westminster, the only passenger, and the car is empty at St James's Park Station. Explain that, Mr. Holmes. Driver of that train hasn't been to work since, according to his flatmate, he was on holiday. It's a straight run on the district line between the two stations. There's no side tunnels, no maintenance tunnels. Train never stops, and a man vanishes. Good, isn't it?
It usually takes 5 minutes. That journey took 10 minutes. 10 minutes to get from Westminster to St James's Park. So I'm going to need maps.
Did you get him off and murdered, George?
No, helped him put up some shelves. Saying thank you.
For what?
Everything you did for me.
It's okay. It's my pleasure.
Because the one person he thought didn't matter at all to me was the one person that mattered the most. Congratulations, by the way.
Nice. He's got a dog. We go to the pub on weekends.
Hope you'll be very happy, Molly Hooper.
Aww. Molly Hooper, you're the greatest. Well, where the hell is he? The more, the less. What is this?
I thought it was just a Bible thing, spam, but it's not. It's a skip code.
Now.
Where are we going?
St James the Less. It's a church.
It's not going to work. Bit damp. I'll get something to help it along.
Why, Fox? He doesn't like it.
Stay back, Zoe.
John!
Anyway, it was then that I first noticed it was missing. I said, have you checked down the back of the sofa? He says, what? Like Larry Grayson?
So did you find it eventually, your lottery ticket?
But they weren't letting anyone into Parliament. Some big debate going on. What did he remember?
Great, wonderful. Just get out.
Give us
Very
a
nice,
ring.
Yes, good. Get out.
All that time, people thinking the worst of you. We're just so pleased it's all over.
Ring up more often, won't you? Just my parents.
Parents?
Your parents. In town for a few days.
So,
Nice. Normal.
ordinary. Did they know too?
Maybe.
So that's why they weren't at the funeral.
Sorry again.
Wasn't working for me.
Yeah, I'm glad.
We didn't like it?
I prefer my doctor's clean shave. How are you feeling?
Yeah, not bad. Bit smoked.
Right.
Why did they target me?
I don't know. Why would an agent give his life to tell us something incredibly insignificant? That's what's strange. These are my rats, John.
Rats?
My markers, agents lowlife. 5 of them are behaving perfectly normally, but the 6th...
I know him, don't I?
For overseas development, pillar of the establishment. The big rat, rat number 1. He's just done something very suspicious indeed.
Know where he could have got off?
Not according to the maps.
Any idea who they are, this underground network?
No, we don't.
Rat's just come out of his den.
Al-Qaeda? The IRA have been getting restless again?
Cross intelligence at all, nebulous at all. It's specific, incredibly specific. Underground network, John. It's an underground network. Right. 7 carriages leave Westminster.
Right.
Only 6 carriages arrive at St James's Park. The driver must have diverted the train and then detached the last carriage.
Why detach it in the first place?
Vanishes between St James's Park and Westminster. You're kidnapped and nearly burned to death at a fireworks party. There's an all-night sitting to vote on the new anti-terrorism bill. He won't be there.
Mr. Holmes, I told you, no sidings, no ghost station.
There has to be. Check again.
On Sumatra Road.
Yes.
You mentioned Sumatra Road, Mr. Holmes. There was a station down there.
Well, why isn't it on the maps?
Because it was closed before it ever opened. All got tied up in legal disputes, so they never built the station on the surface.
With many commentators saying the vote on the terrorism bill will be too close to call. Important vote of this Parliament.
There's a bomb there. The tube carriage is carrying a bomb.
Must be.
Sherlock, this isn't a game. They need to evacuate Parliament. And illegal.
A bit. What are you doing?
Coming.
I don't understand.
Well, that's a first.
There's nowhere else it could be.
Isn't it live?
Perfectly safe as long as we avoid touching the rails.
Of course, yeah.
Be safe if we're not touching the rails. That is so scary. The bomb detonator.
It's empty. There's nothing.
This is the bomb. What? It's not carrying explosives. The whole compartment is the bomb.
Oh, and he's behind it all. Took me a while to figure that out. What the hell is this? The mother bomb?
We need bomb disposal.
There may not be time for that now. Why do you think I know what to do?
And because you're Sherlock Holmes, you're as clever as it gets.
And you?
I wasn't in bomb disposal, I'm a bloody doctor.
And a soldier, as you keep reminding us all.
Why didn't you call the police?
Why do you never call the police? It's no use now.
Go, John. Go now.
Mind Palace. Use your mind palace.
How to defuse a bomb tucked away in there somewhere.
Yes!
Oh my God.
You got one more season. You got it.
Oh God.
I can't do it, John. I don't know how. John, forgive me for all the hurt that I caused you.
One of your bloody tricks.
No.
You're just trying to make me say something nice. I wanted you not to be dead.
Yeah, well, be careful what you wish for. You'd still have a future. With Mary.
Yeah, I know. I find it difficult. This sort of stuff. You were the best and the wisest man that I have ever known. Yes, of course, I forgive you.
The criminal network Moriarty headed was vast. Moriarty, in turn, gave us hints, just hints as to the extent of his web. I had to make him believe he'd beaten me, utterly defeated me. Just my reputation that Moriarty needed to bury, I had to die.
Shut up! Your only 3 friends in the world will die. Unless
I kill myself. But the one thing I didn't anticipate was just how far Moriarty was prepared to go. I contacted my brother, set the wheels in motion.
Stay exactly where you are. Don't move.
It was vital that John stayed just where I'd put him. That way his view was blocked by the ambulance station. Speed was paramount. The airbag needed to be got out of the way just as John cleared the station. Then, our well-timed cyclist, gone briefly out of action. This was just window dressing. Apply enough pressure, and it momentarily cuts off the pulse.
No, he's my friend.
Everything was anticipated, every eventuality allowed for. It worked perfectly. Yes, you remember the little girl who was abducted by Moriarty?
Get out!
Plant suspicion, and that man, whoever he was, had to be got out of the way as soon as his usefulness ended. Molly found the body, faked the records, and I provided the other code. I've got lots of codes.
And your homeless network?
As I explained, the whole street was closed off.
Not the way I'd have done it.
Oh, really?
Disappointed.
Everyone's a critic. How I did it by Jack the Ripper?
No, and everything's okay now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, you wasted police time.
Uh-oh.
Better the course of justice.
Oh, God, I'm sorry, Sherlock. I'm so sorry.
How could you be sure John would stand on that exact spot? I mean, what if he'd moved?
If you'd pull that off, I'm the last person you'd tell the truth.
Okay, so he's postal.
your face.
You!
Totally had you. Such sweet things. I never knew you cared.
I will kill you if you ever breathe a word of that.
You knew how to turn it off.
There's an off switch. Absolutely no idea how to turn any of these silly little lights off.
And you did call the police?
I called the police. Killing me. That's so 2 years ago.
So we're gonna go to this guy who's like the terrorist person.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother dear, but you made a promise. Nothing I can do to help.
But you don't understand the pain of it. Spring wedding.
Yeah. Well, once we've actually got engaged.
Tom, this is everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Tom, I know
It's really nice to meet you all. Champagne?
Yes.
He's gonna be a problem.
Did you?
Not saying a word.
I'm still waiting. Why did they try and kill me? Me in the bonfire.
I don't know. I don't like not knowing. I don't know who was behind all this, but I will find out. I promise you.
You love it.
Love what?
Being Sherlock Holmes? How you jumped off that building and survived?
We have so many
You know my
scenarios.
methods, John. I am known to be indestructible.
I actually spoke to you.
I know. I was there.
Don't be dead.
I asked you to stop being dead.
I heard you.
episode. This episode gave me everything. It made me cry. It made me happy. It made me joyous. It made me sort of tired. You know, let me tell you guys, you know, I already told you guys I have slight ADD, so I always, if I sit down for too long, I don't know, for movies wise, I could sit down and the whole movie. For Sherlock Holmes, I'm always like fidgeting around. Maybe because it's always like high stakes and like I get invested in it, and then sometimes I get lost a little bit. This episode though, out of all of the Sherlock Holmes episodes, I didn't get lost. I'm very curious to figure out who because somebody's probably gonna wonder why I get lost so much. They speak so fast and they do have a really strong accent for me that I have to like really follow the words and try to understand what they're saying. But regardless, other than that, I'm like kind of getting used to it. But yeah, the guy at the end is probably going to be our big baddie. But we also, every time that Mary introduces us to a character, we obviously know that he might be a problem. And that actor is a really known actor. So I don't think he's going to be a supporting character. He's definitely going to, I feel, maneuver his way up through the season and try to be another very prominent role somehow, some way. Is he going to be a villain? Is he going to be helping hand? I feel like he's going to be some type of villain in this, and somehow working with the person we saw at the end. The person at the end also gave me Sherlock Holmes' brother vibes. Like, he seems like to be possibly either a head honcho right after my other favorite villain, he killed himself. So there was that. And by the way, I forgot how much I thought he was so hot, the villain who killed himself in the last season. So it's good to get a few glimpses of him because he's just everything to me. But regardless, I would give this episode a 9. And this episode is a very strong 9 because it just gave us everything we needed. You know, Sherlock, I feel like, can I be honest? I feel like this show would be better if it was shorter, but still gave us all of what they gave us. Because I feel like they could give us everything that they need to give us and making it shorter. I feel like it wouldn't. I feel like sometimes the Sherlock Holmes, the show, it drags, and it's because it's so long, so they just drag it. But I feel like I could have cut this episode down for 50 minutes. 50 minutes, an hour tops, and give us all of this impact. And it would go faster, be impactful, and people like me who have issues sitting down for long periods of time, we would be invested a lot more. Now I'm invested, I'm just giving my suggestions, hair flip, if they decided to ever make another Sherlock type show. So once again, I give this a 9, and you guys know how I am with this show, because it's so long, I do it once in a while. So we're going to see it next year in January. Next year is only a couple of weeks away. Don't worry, guys, but I'm definitely going to hit my other shows, and then we'll be into this one maybe in the beginning of January. I feel if I had more time, guys, I promise you we will drop another episode. But I want to wrap up some of my other shows that I'm wrapping up very quickly, and then like I said, we will go back to this one. With that being said, if you've seen this reaction, realize you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, so please like and share this content because it does wonders for this channel. And I'll see you all next time on Andres El Rey.